Is Cozumel Royal Caribbean's plan B? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Cruise News Show. I'm your host Tony, here with your latest cruise news updates. Well, there's a breaking story over the last 24 hours coming out of Cozumel, Mexico. The mayor down there making some interesting statements suggesting that possibly Royal Caribbean is eyeing a cruise restart from Cozumel in May of 2021. Now, quickly, before we jump headlong into that, let me take a quick second to invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with all that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Lido Loca, with the notification bell on. That way, you don't miss out on any of these updates. Thanks in advance. The first news source we are going to go to is the Riviera Maya News out of Mexico, in an article where they are talking with the mayor of Cozumel, Joaquin Dubois. He said that it's finally happening, that there will be a fourth cruise dock in Cozumel, and this will be a cruise dock that could serve as a home port for a major cruise line. It's been a project 10 years in the making. There's been pushback from local hotels, but it finally, in May of this year, this cruise port will be done, which is great news. A new cruise port in Cozumel, but what is its purpose? Well, Mayor Dubois said that the purpose is it's a plan B for a major cruise line, a new home port in Cozumel, and he dropped some hints that it might be Royal Caribbean. This is what he says very specifically. A company has established a plan B that if in April there will be no decision to sail, Cozumel would be a home port for this company. We were consulted and we immediately said yes. He also noted that Royal Caribbean Cruise Company could move its base of operations to Cozumel since the United States government will not allow them to operate. But also, if we think back about a month ago, Mayor Dubois also said that he had reached out to MSC Cruise Line to entice them to come to Cozumel. So it begs the question, whose plan B is Cozumel? Now, the travel website travelpulse.com, they reached out to Royal Caribbean, and the answer that they got wasn't an affirmative, but it was not a negative. Travel Pulse reached out to senior project manager Richard Gibbs, who released a statement to Travel Pulse. He said, while we suspended most of our global operations through April, our company is preparing for a healthy return to sailing. Protecting the health and safety of our guests, crew, and communities we visit remains a top priority. As we continue to navigate this pandemic, we've made continued progress on many fronts. We're engaging with various stakeholders, particularly governments and partners in the travel industry around the world, to evaluate the feasibility of returning to cruising from several destinations once it is safe to do so. No final decisions have been made regarding these efforts. So, he's not saying yes, that Cozumel is Royal Caribbean's plan B, but he does say they have been having conversations with governments around the world, and that once they feel that it is safe, they want to get back to sailing. Now, notably, Royal Caribbean is currently cruising in Singapore using its protocols from the Healthy Sail panel they developed with Norwegian Cruise Line. Could it be that Royal Caribbean's definition of safe will be different than the CDC's definition of safe? And if they can't play ball here in the United States, could we see a few Royal Caribbean cruises out of Cozumel? Either way, it sounds like Cozumel will have a new dock ready in May, a dock that is supportive of embarking capabilities. And it does sound like some cruise line is talking to Cozumel. The fact that the mayor there didn't straight up say it's Royal, but gave hints that it's Royal after saying that they talked to MSC, maybe it's to create buzz or whatever, or maybe it's just one of those situations where he's so excited he just doesn't know what to say. But either way, MSC coming out of Cozumel in May, Royal coming out of Cozumel in May. Is it possible? Yes, those two cruise lines have not canceled their May sailings yet, so this will be interesting to see. Would home ports opening up in other places this close to the United States and proving that cruising can happen safely as we continue to deal with the pandemic, will it put pressure on the United States to open up cruising or not? That will be interesting to see. Look, I think at the end of the day, day, all of this hubbub means we're getting closer to a restart of sailing. As the world gets more healthy, we see that happening, thank goodness. And as we see that happening, you're not going to be able to keep cruising from happening. So we're on that trail. We are closer to cruising than we are further away from cruising. Just to put it in perspective, we're not even 1 year without cruising yet. That date is March the 14th. If you want to mark that as a wow, we haven't cruised in 1 year, we're going to get there. I mean, cruising's not going to restart between now and March the 14th. It's only a year, right? And that stinks. And a lot of us wanted to cruise the last year, but we're getting a handle on it. It's exciting. Is Cozumel Royal Caribbean's plan B? It's your turn to sound off in the comments. And hey, I did this video talking about how Barbados is legitimate for Royal Caribbean. Make sure you check that out. Thanks for watching the show. Hit the like button. Tony with Lido Loca. And until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.